Roxann.
Hi, Tom.
Hi, good to see you here at EnvsionB2B 2023 in Chicago.
Yes.
You're the new VP of Partnerships at Nautical Commerce, great marketplace platform. Thanks for taking the time to chat with me here today. And we really enjoyed working with you in your similar role for head of partnerships at Commerce Tools.
Yes, absolutely. That was a wonderful experience, and I look forward to replicating that here in my role at Nautical and actually taking it much further. Right? You guys were absolutely top of my list to reach out to, so thank you for formalizing this new partnership, and we have lots to talk about and lots to do.
Yes, we had the press release went out just yesterday.
Yep.
And at Commerce Tools, that was one of the founding partners of the MACH Alliance, and the Nautical Commerce solution is pretty nice in that it is MACH compliant, soon to be MACH certified, but MACH compliant.
Yes.
And even MACH E. Could you talk a little bit about that? Your PaaS solution is a great option or combination of build and buy.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely. So yes, the Nautical platform, our product from a technological category perspective is considered a platform as a service. It's completely MACH compliant. And what I like to say is we're going to be adding the E to MACH because our platform is event driven, right? So that gives us the E.
Right.
And in my experience in this world of composable commerce, right, one of the things that everyone's trying to balance is the ultimate flexibility and scalability along with reducing risk and increasing time to value, right? So we're leaving the world, most people are leaving the world of monoliths, right, and all the constraints that provided, and now I've seen the pendulum swing all the way to the other end of the spectrum. Well, first of all, I mean, for those organizations that are very digitally mature, they're ready for that, and they can handle that flexibility because they have the technical aptitude to be able to understand those trade-offs and make those decisions. However, as you guys are well aware, not everyone in the market is that digitally mature. So when the founders of Nautical set out to solve for multi-vendor commerce, mostly B2B, 70% of our business is B2B, they wanted to provide the best of both worlds and kind of strike the balance of that continuum. So we are platform as a service. You can, stand up our platform and do everything from onboarding your vendors to managing their contracts to actually then facilitating everything that needs to be done from a catalog perspective to entice and support the buyers, and then handle everything from an operations perspective on the back end, from payouts, returns, and settlement with your vendors, right? So we do provide that in a closed loop, fashion as a platform. However, we realize that some clients might have very bespoke requirements, and or they have made other technology investments, like in the area of PIM. Maybe they've invested 7 figures in a PIM and they're absolutely in love with it. Well, we don't want to make them walk away from that investment. So we are, as being MACH compliant, can integrate with that and allow them to still capture that value while taking advantage of all the other things that the Nautical Commerce platform has to offer.
Right, yeah, we really like the PaaS approach. Sometimes SaaS can be very limiting and restricting in what you can do. On-premise can be a maintenance nightmare, a headache dealing with on-premise software. So PaaS, platform as a service, is a great compromise in the middle.
Yep, thank
Really
you.
like
I thank you, and I know that was one of the things when I first engaged with Adam and then talking to your technical team, that was one of the things that they really liked, was the ability to provide a customizable solution to a marketplace, multi-vendor B2B scenario, etc.
And you have some interesting solutions for contract management, seller onboarding, even payout. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, absolutely. So we are very fortunate that our founders come from the likes of Visa, Apple, and other very innovative organizations. Also, some of them have spent time in the core commerce space. So our development team really brings together the best of the best in terms of commerce, logistics, and fintech. And if you look at that intersection, the very start of the process is making sure that you can handle the complexity, especially in a B2B scenario, of those very detailed contracts. and we have one of the most sophisticated contract management modules that's
nice.
out there. Yeah.
And the PaaS platform extensibility makes it nice way to extend. You have a really interesting client, GearSource. Can you tell us about that marketplace?
Yeah, absolutely. So GearSource is probably not a household name that people are aware of. However, you will be very familiar with the clients they serve. So GearSource has spun up a marketplace exclusively to support the buying and selling of major stage equipment, audio and visual equipment. So if you've been to see Taylor Swift lately on her world tour, or you've been to a Metallica show, or like Red Hot Chili Peppers, think about the complexity and the expense of having to take Taylor's entire stage setup from London to Las Vegas, right?
Right.
It is so much more economically feasible, as well as environmentally friendly, to be able to, instead of moving that entire stage set, why don't we take Taylor's set from London, sell it to Metallica to be used in Paris, right? And just on and on and on. So GearSource is one of our marquee clients. It's a really cool use case because of their fun customer base. And the other thing to highlight in that use case is a couple things. One, the complexity of the PIM. Think about all the SKUs and variants and attributes of a single stage light or set of stage lights, right? And the soundboards and the mixing boards. We were able to meet that requirement, which is really exciting. The other key thing about that use case is that we had to be able to support for multi-currency situations because of the,
cross-border.
Right. So the stage setup in London being sold to Paris, right? But then the domicile being in the U.S. We provide complete visibility into, all of that on the order right out of the get-go.
Excellent. That's great. Well, thanks again for taking the time to chat with me here.
Yes, thank you for being a partner of Nautical.
It's great to be partnered with you.
Lots of good things to look forward to. Thank you so much.
Cheers.